Hello, my fam! I'm joined by my mom, and we have not made a video like this in a while, but my brain started racing a day or two after a conversation that I had with my mom about my grandfather. So I wanted to document it, talk about it a little bit further so that I remember, and for my kids in the future, we were talking about my grandfather and his final days. He lived to be 86, you said?
My father, 82.
82. That's actually not that old. But he just died of a lot of complications.
Health complications.
He had cirrhosis or hepatitis C or something like that. Tell me the story. In the 80s, you said my grandfather had a blood transfusion that was contaminated?
Contaminated.
With hepatitis C?
Like type B.
And then that gave him cirrhosis of the liver? Did he have to take dialysis?
No, never. He lived with that 13 years.
How did he manage that? Or what did he do to treat that or take care of that?
At the beginning, it was easier. But as soon as the time goes over, in around 90s, around the 89, 90, that happens in 1979.
What did he do in the beginning to treat it or take care of it? Nothing?
At the beginning,
Pills?
Nothing. Only diet. A little bit on diet. Light diet.
They didn't have treatment for hepatitis back then? No?
It was in 1979.
But they do now, I think.
Oh, yes, of course.
Wow. So how do you treat cirrhosis of the liver?
The problem is when you have, at the beginning, it's not so hard.
Okay.
But then when the times pass, he couldn't eat any meat.
Okay. That's not that bad.
No chicken, no meat, anything, because the ammonia, that's something like that is the name that we have in the body. When we eat meat, it goes high. And he feels like dizzy, that he forgot his name, he forgot where he lived, he doesn't have any memory. So
every time he ate meat, that's how he would feel?
Yeah. And then we have to take him to the hospital, to be in the hospital for 3 or 4 days.
If he ate meat?
He feels really...
Well, why would he eat meat then? He just stopped eating meat then.
Yeah, but it was really, really hard. We used to eat meat every single day.
I grew up eating meat every single day in Miami. My grandfather was a butcher.
Yes.
He was a butcher.
Good one.
And we grew up eating meat.
Every single day.
Not even chicken, meat.
Meat.
Mainly meat. Every once in a while chicken, but mainly meat. So he lived with us. He lived to 82. This is what I didn't ask you the other day, but I'm very curious about. So did there just come a point when his body started to deteriorate?
At that point.
That point?
Yeah, the problem starts in 1979 when you were a year old. He didn't go to the bathroom to evacuate.
Oh.
And he didn't tell me, and he didn't tell my mom either.
Maybe he didn't remember. I don't know.
I don't know. He
didn't go for a while.
He was around 67 years old, something like that. He was very young. And then when I found out, my mom, I see them every day. I took them, you don't remember because you were a little kid. I took them to my house, to my apartment, every single day. And my mom told me...
Hold on a second. My daughters are here, but they're making noise and distracting me. So I'm going to take them to their house and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I can focus better now. So you said his body started to deteriorate. Okay, In the late, in 79, he didn't go to the bathroom.
September 79.
So that's a bowel issue.
Yeah, he didn't go to the bathroom like 5 days. And then when he told my mom, I say, and his stomach was getting a little bit big. We didn't notice that.
Hold on. Jesus. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm very lo-fi. All right, his stomach got bigger and he didn't go to the bathroom for 5 days.
He didn't tell me. And as soon as I find out, I told my husband, I'm going to the pharmacy to buy something so he can evacuate. We wait a few hours, and then at night time, we figured out that he didn't go to the bathroom. So I told my beautiful husband that he passed away a few years ago, like 29 years ago. I told him, okay, Mandy, let's go and take him to emergency room. So we took him to the hospital, and when he got there...
father, my grandfather.
Yeah, my father.
Who hadn't gone to the bathroom in a few days.
Yeah, the doctor, when he went out to speak with me and my husband, he told us, he said, in a very, very bad situation. He was very sick.
Septic shock?
Septicemia and peritonitis.
Sepsis, probably, right?
Yeah, his whole body was septic. Whole body. So at that night, as an emergency ASAP, he had a huge, poor guy, huge surgery. The doctor came and speak with me, and he told me he is going to, Dr. Villaverde, wherever you are, thanks God. And he told me it's a danger surgery. He doesn't know, very dangerous. He didn't know if he's going to keep alive or no. He opened him since here until his pelvic, like in words como un cochinito. And when the surgery finished, 7-8 hours later, he came up again. Over there was my husband, my mother, my beautiful and adorable brother. And the doctor told us, Mrs. Lavandeira, when you get in, I will allow you, only you, to go and see him. He was in intensive care. And I never forgot that. He told me, he looks like a Christmas tree. He has so many things, muchos aparatos. He has
a tracheotomy?
No, not over here.
Breathing tube.
Breathing, okay, machine. A breathing machine for a month. He was in intensive care for a month.
Wow.
And then he remembered that he was septic. He has the whole body infection. And they gave him by IV the medication, different medication, and the doctor, I was there every single day to speak with the doctor. He said the antibiotics, they are not working. And I said, please go and look for a specialist. And he found, after 3 weeks, a really, I never will forget that doctor too. He was a Peruvian doctor from Peru.
What kind of specialist?
Only from antibiotics. Because my father was very, very bad. And then after a week, after that doctor came to see him, he started getting better. Because remember, he couldn't talk. He had the machine. So with the machine, he cannot talk to me. I pressed his hand and told people, if you understand me, squeeze my hand. So after that, he always will hear That's what I think. He opened his eyes, he looked at me and recognized me. And then after that, he will start getting better and better, better. And 3 weeks later, they take out him from ICU, intensive care, to a special care. That's another department in Miami.
Wow, I didn't know that.
He was there for a few more weeks.
Wow.
And then at the end, for every time that the surgeon come, when he was in a special care and then in a regular room, private room for him, remember that he was open from here to there. He only have a staple.
Why did they keep him open?
Because he was infected.
So they had to clean him regularly?
Every day. Like Monday through Friday, without anesthesia, nothing.
Oh my God.
And he saw him like 2 stitches every time that he see that he has rehabilitation better and better, and his blood count goes down from the infection. That was really, really, really sad. And they put him in una bolsa.
A colostomy
a
bag?
Colostomy, but not in a regular place. They put him in the middle of here because the doctor didn't have time to do in the other side. It was so much anesthesia. And he was open anyway, so he put it in the middle of his chest with una bolsa.
A bag.
With a bag, poor guy. And then we get there, I never forgot that. September 29, it was a sad day for me. And we get out from there in December. But he was alive, he was walking, but he is still with the colostomy. And then next year, he had a huge surgery. He has, how do you say that? I don't remember.
He had a what?
Not appendicite. He has another surgery again. Vesicula. I don't know how to tell you that.
What's the vesicula?
I don't know.
What's a part of the body? What happened? What did they need to do?
Take it out.
Gallbladder?
Gallbladder, that's the one.
They had to remove his gallbladder?
Yes. At that time, when it passed a year, he moved his colostomy to here.
Did he have that colostomy bag forever?
Only for a year.
Oh, for a year.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of it eventually?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
But after that situation, he never was the same person. He lost quality of life. He was strong, he eats.
But then when did he get hepatitis?
After when he was really, really bad, after the surgery, he needs blood. He needs blood.
So he got it in 79?
In 79.
Okay. So then...
But he didn't get so sick until around, let's say, 82, 83.
But then he lived for much longer.
Oh, yeah, 13 years. He died in June 27, 1993.
Okay, and this is what I'm most interested in. Like, for the 6 months leading up to that, how would you describe his health for the 6 months before his death?
He was very deteriorated.
Did he have to go to the hospital a lot?
Oh, for example, remember that every time that he eats what he shouldn't, we have to take him.
But why would he keep eating things he shouldn't?
Because he feels weak. We used to remember that he used to eat meat every single day.
So he would be hospitalized a lot.
Because his ammonia goes in, so he cannot have anything by mouth, NPO, and only IV to clean his body. And after 3 or 4 days, he's discharged, he can go home to our house.
So what I'm very curious about, he died July of 93, right?
June 27,
or June 27.
93.
Like the days leading up to his death, did you know he was going to die?
He was very weak.
He was very weak.
Well, he was very... After the first surgery, as I told you, he never was the same person, but at the beginning, it was...
Was he in a lot of pain?
No, no pain.
He was not in any pain?
No.
So you didn't feel the need to take him to like a hospice?
No. That's why I didn't work, but that time...
But he wasn't in pain?
No, not in pain. No.
And...
Only his regular medication.
When he died, you knew in that moment he was dying?
2 days before.
Like the day he died, or 2 days before what?
Okay, he died on a Sunday. That Friday was the last day, on the 25th, that he couldn't walk anymore. He was really weak. So we called his doctor. It was your father's friend. And we called him, and he told him, he keeps like that, give him with a spoon, soup, and water. And he stayed like that for 2 more days. At that time, he was really, really sick and weak. Nothing new happened to him. Only the situation for 13 years. He was deteriorated.
And then he died in our house.
Oh, yes. He died in our house.
And I was there. I remember watching it.
You were 15 years old, Mario.
I don't know if I should have watched that.
But he died in my house.
I remember...
In his room.
From what I remember, but maybe I don't remember it correctly, I don't think it was like a peaceful death. He started like convulsing.
The problem is not convulsing. It's that he's losing everything, the air, everything. And they going little by little. He can die in 15, 20 minutes.
That's how long it took?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Really sad. I was there with my husband. Really sad for me. But at least I was lucky that I didn't lose him in 1979. I had him for 13 more years.
So you would describe it as peaceful? I don't remember it as peaceful.
Yeah, not everybody died like that, Mario.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. You got to witness it, and you were an adult when you saw it.
Yeah, I closed his eyes when he died. I was there the whole time.
But he wasn't fighting to stay alive, or I don't know.
Everybody that has his brain in a good condition, he was good, as I told you, as last Friday. But they do, and their chest goes a little bit up.
That's so scary. Did he couldn't speak on that day after, on Saturday? He couldn't speak?
No, but he recognized me.
And that Friday, the last day he could speak,
he speak and
did he tell you anything?
No. And he walks to his recliner. He was there the whole day.
You don't remember any final conversations
The
with
only
him?
thing that I remember for that Friday, I had a huge picture from my graduation from high school. And he loved that picture since then. So I put it, believe it or not, in the front of his bed. And he told Maria Auxiliadora, one of my friends, she was helping there. And she told my Santica, I was her only child.
His only child.
He loved me like everything. I was everything for him. And he gave me kiss to the picture. Besitos a mi santica. That's the last words I hear. He was like saying me, bye-bye.
And my grandmother was also 82 when she passed away.
The same age, 82 years old.
And she had an operation.
The problem, she fell down.
She fell down.
But I didn't see it. Her hips broke and his hip broke.
Hurt.
Mine, my father too.
Uh-huh.
And he had the same surgery. I sent him to the same rehab hospital. And in 2 months, he came back home walking without any help.
But your mother, she had the surgery and then it affected her cognitive abilities.
Yes.
After she woke up because of the anesthesia or
Anesthesia.
something. How old was she when she had that surgery?
80.
At 80. So for the last
2
years, she was senile, you would say? Like she didn't recognize you?
At the beginning, yes.
She did recognize
you. A little bit, yes. But then...
And there was no diagnosis? Like, it was just because...
That happened to many old people.
It does?
Yeah, after hip surgery is really dangerous. So all the doctors say, please be careful, don't fall down, be careful.
Well, accidents happen, you know.
But she was in the house. I didn't see her falling down on anything.
So the last 2 years, she didn't have any other issues other than just the deteriorated mental health?
No. But after that, I sent her to the same place as people, and Mima couldn't walk.
So what happened with her that she ended up dying? Was there something...
Deteriorated. After that, she began
Did she not start... Was she not able to walk either? No?
No, she couldn't. She was there 45 days and she didn't... Her mind doesn't respond to the exercise there.
So I guess 2 years of not walking and being bedridden, that when you're that age...
It was really bad for her.
So leading up to her death, did you have a feeling? Did you know? Did she take a turn for the worse? Did she get hospitalized or did she all of a sudden just die?
No, she did. I didn't have to take her to the hospital. No. She was really quiet in the bed, but they put her in the wheelchair. But
she was living in a care facility.
In the front of our house.
Yeah, across the street.
Across the street from our house. So I go there every day.
Were you there the moment she died?
Yeah.
You were?
And then I have to wait for the police come, because when they die at home, you have to, somebody related have to be there for this discharge.
And was that a similar experience to my grandfather?
Yes, the police came to our house.
No, I mean like when she died, was it similar to watching him die?
No, she was more quiet because her mind, her brain, it wasn't working for more than a year.
And would you say that was a peaceful thing? I mean, she just started to lose the ability to breathe?
No, because she wasn't realizing what is happening.
So you would say it was peaceful?
Peaceful, when your brain doesn't work, it's not the same.
And then my dad died a week after my grandfather. You say he knew he was dying? I wasn't there.
At the end, he told me, for now on, please, don't cry. You're going to be the father and the mother of our kids. That was... the worst experience in my life. Really.
Was he in pain?
No, because it was really fast. The first thing is, it was on a Sunday.
He had an aneurysm.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Even now, but you called 911, right?
No, at the beginning, no. He was taking a shower.
You didn't call 911?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, of course, but after a few minutes.
Okay.
At the beginning, he took a shower, and he told me, get the Barbies, get dressed, and we are going out to eat. And it was on 4th of July. And then we are going to see the fireworks.
And I wasn't in Miami. I had gone with my godmother
Rositas.
to the beach because my grandfather had died a week before.
Yeah. And my mom get dressed, Barbie got dressed, and I was still in PJs. And he took a shower, and after that he went to shave. He put soap, cream to shave, and he couldn't put hot water because all her right arm, he couldn't move in minutes, in seconds. So he called me, niña, come. ¿Qué pasa, ma? What happening? Said, I think that you have to take me to ER, emergency room, because it happened to me this and this and this, and I couldn't do it. So let's go. Something is happening to me. I say, okay. We were planning to go on vacation on the 22nd. On the 22nd of July was his birthday, and I bought him bathing suit, a new one. I say, put it, and lay down, because if you fell down on the floor, he was heavy. He was at 240 pounds. Maybe I couldn't take him from the floor to the bed, and he lay down there. And I was so, I couldn't explain. I was like lazy, unbelievable. And okay, I'm going to call the 911. I cannot take you to the hospital in the car, because if you cannot walk or you fell down, it's going to be really bad.
So you call 911.
They came so fast because our house was in Westchester.
So they got there fast.
Oh, really fast.
And then they took him to the emergency room.
Really fast.
How long did the whole thing take?
No more than 12, 15 minutes.
And by the time he got to the hospital, there was nothing they could do for him?
He died in el umbral of our house. When he was getting out, and he told me, when he was in the room, I couldn't move when he was laying down before the emergency came, he told me I couldn't move my feet either now. And he told me my Barbie was in in her room. Go and look for Barbie. I want to see her. And he gave her a kiss and told her, please behave with Mom, because I'm going to die.
He said that?
He found that. And he told her that. And he gave her a hug and a kiss. And I took her to her room.
She was 9 years old.
She was 9 years old. Old lady. And then when they put him from our bed to the stretchers, he told me I couldn't see you now anymore. Oh my God. And when they were taking him we have 2 doors in our house. One, a beautiful door, decorated, and the second one was iron door. When he stepped to the second step to go out, at that moment, he was dying there, down there, with my hands. He was dying at that moment. And they took him as SAP to the inside of the car, to the firefighter. And they took him directly, ASAP. They give him they put his own ID, something like that, air.
Is there anything that would be done differently now from the 911 people that could have helped? I mean, whatever, it happened.
No, that was 1993, 29 years ago.
Did he have high blood pressure?
No, not high blood pressure, not sugar, not diabetes, not heart problems.
What causes an aneurysm? Is it not caused by high blood pressure?
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes the people born with that, and they need surgery once in their life. But not everybody.
So he was born with something?
We don't know. We don't know.
And he didn't have high blood pressure?
No.
He never took medication for high blood pressure?
No. He drink something natural. Water con berenjena. The purple vegetable, berenjena. I don't know.
Eggplants?
Okay. He cleaned the eggplants.
Why'd he do that?
So it's good for the high blood pressure and cholesterol and everything as a regular water.
But he didn't have high blood pressure, you said.
Now that I remember, no. And when he get to the hospital, I got dressed because I was in PJ, as I told you. And my brother was there. He came to see my mom. So my sister-in-law, she's the best. And my brother, they are the best. I love them so much. They took care of my mom and Barbie, and my brother went with me to the hospital. And when we get there, they couldn't do anything. After that, he was transplant donator. He donated his organs. So they intubate him, everything, but he didn't wake up anymore. He didn't wake up.
He was 54?
No, he only was 51.
51?
51. He was died on the 4th.
He was
on a Sunday.
51?
On the 22nd, he was going to turn 52. I only was 39 years old. You cannot compare this to anything in the world. Because I really love him. My son and my daughter, they never see me fighting with him. Never. He was an angel. He was the best husband I can ever have. And I'm still missing so much. Every time that I visit Miami, I go visit them. My mom, my father, my husband, my father-in-law, and my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law, they are there all together.
So you've seen 3 people die in front of you. What do you think of death? Are you scared of it?
No, not me.
No.
I saw so many things in my life since I was young. No.
But you've changed a lot recently. You're living a much healthier life.
Oh, yes, because I have...
You drink water, you eat healthier, you walk.
I don't need so much soda as before. Only when I go on vacation. I don't eat desserts. Only when I go on vacations. I have a son and a daughter. They are everything for me. And I have 4 grandchildren. That is my close, lovely family. But you have to keep living. That's why I never get married again. And I won't. I'm never going to change my last name. Never again. Never. I met him when I was 15 years old. He was everything for me. He was my husband, my sweetie pie, my friend, my love baby. And I still remember him every day. Unbelievable, but that's true from the inside of my heart. Sometimes I think if he were here with me, he would love so much his granddaughters and his grandchildren. But that's the end of the sad story. So by now, you know all the story. But I'm still here, so...
So my grandfather, just to reiterate, it was not awful or scary or painful when he died.
No.
But he was struggling to breathe.
Yeah.
But he wasn't in pain?
No. He didn't tell me. I think no, it was fast. Only
well, 15 to 20 minutes is not fast.
No. He started losing his air.
I mean, but that could happen anytime. You don't necessarily die. And you didn't think of taking him to the hospital to give him oxygen
No,
or
what we
like that?
planning to do it, we call 911.
You did call 911.
Yeah, when the 911 came, it was nothing to do anymore.
911 didn't come fast?
Yeah, but he at the beginning, I didn't know that he was dying.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to understand this all. So you didn't know he was dying.
Who knows? Nobody knows.
I don't know. That's why I wanted to have this conversation.
No, nobody knows.
So you didn't
I'm not a doctor. I don't know. He was in our house, but I didn't know. No. And when they came, nothing. They could not do anything.
And before my dad died, did he have any health issues? Like, like quickly leading up to it? Like within 2 months of his death, did he have to go to the hospital for anything? Or
nothing. Negative.
Nothing.
He eats well.
I mean, he was very overweight.
Me too. We were really fat at that time.
He was just 51.
Yeah, he was turning 52 in July. But that happens. And it's a really hard story. In the same house that we live, died my husband and my father.
So he told you to take care of us, and he spoke to my sister. Did he say anything to me?
At that time, no. He was dying.
Oh, you said he knew.
He knew, but he was really quiet. I don't know what he was thinking, because at the end he understand that not at the beginning. At the beginning he wanted me to take him to the hospital. Only was 2 or 3 minutes, no more than that. That really happened so fast. But he's thinking you and Barbie. So I have to be strong, because from now on I'm going to be the father and the mother of the children.
And you are.
Thank you.
That's like a sign from God. Her phone's going off. You are. You're like a rock.
I hope so. I hope so.
You keep me centered.
I hope so.
And moving forward.
I need to live a little bit more.
Of course.
For my children and my grandchildren.
A lot more. What are you talking about?
Yes.
You have to live at least to 92. Because you're taking better care of yourself than your mother and father did.
I started doing it for a few years now.
And there's better science and medicine and technology. So
I hope so.
92 is what we're gonna
I'm in good hands. God help me, please.
My friend Eric, I was at his house recently and they were celebrating his grandfather's birthday.
How old?
He just turned 97 years old.
Oh, when your grandmother...
God bless.
When your grandmother, Emilia, died, she was 97.
Wow.
In 2003.
Wow.
I took care of everything.
You took care of everybody.
Yeah. That's the way you should be.
That's why I take good care of you now.
I know my children, they are so good with me, so I'm having a nice life, really nice life. And I have help. My son gives me everything. My daughter helped me in everything. So I'm lucky. Since Mandy, you leave me something here that a diamond, precious diamonds. My son and my daughter.
So that's life.
That's life.
The good and the bad, the light and the dark.
Yeah, but you have to keep on. Keep on.
When you die, I will continue to celebrate you.
Okay. Okay, that's the way you think. Good.
Yeah, I'll have a big party.
Okay. You want to do that?
You don't want a funeral, you said?
No.
So I'll just throw a party.
No, I don't want the people to see me. She's too old, she's too fat, she's too skinny. No.
But we got a lot more life to live.
I hope so.
All right, my fam. Thank you for watching. This video was mainly for me, but you're all watching too. I just had questions and I didn't remember a lot of things.
He only was 15 years old.
And a lot of time has passed.
29 years.
So yeah, if you watched until the end of this very long video, you're awesome. So say awesome down below in the comments section and get my CPD at mytrue10.com and get a cameo from me at cameo.com/Perez Hilton. Those things may not even exist when my children are grown, but dad's always trying to make money because I need to. I have a lot of pressure and responsibility, but a lot of love. So say awesome in the comments section. I love you. Bye.